One of the most surprising and probably the largest thing that the church ever became involved in took place and started in 1976. A member of the congregation had, probably about the age of 40, gotten a degree in molecular biology. And she got a grant from the National Institutes of Health and was working at Fred Hutchinson in Seattle in what was to be really the beginning of serious research in cancer. But she had reached a point where her studies were headed in a different direction than the program there at Fred Hutchinson. So one Sunday she said to me, I think my husband Jack and I might be moving because of this. And I said, Ruth, you can't go. You're charter members of the church. Your program is obviously very important. There's got to be some way that you could stay here and not have to go to a university somewhere else or find a sponsor somewhere. And a week later, she came in with a pamphlet, a booklet. And she said, it says here that a grant could be sponsored by any board of directors with the facilities. And I thought, well, maybe we could do this. So within a few weeks, we had 12 members of the church who became a board of directors. We rented space in one of the Raleigh buildings on Gilman Boulevard, about 2,000 square feet. We had members of the congregation who helped build equipment, tables, animal cages, and people in the congregation volunteered to come in evenings and wash test tubes and so forth. A couple months later, she said, there's a young fellow from Florida who's studying at Florida State University, but he's having to teach classes and then do research. He'd like to just focus on research. And he was studying African sleeping sickness. Well, Ruth liked him from what she had heard. He came up, we liked him, and so he came and we expanded the space. And then there were two others that he wanted to have come. One studied Chagas disease, a disease that kills a lot of people in poorer countries. Well, that expanded and grew. In 1984, the group moved into Seattle, kept expanding, and is now the Seattle Biomedical Research Institute. 65 major researchers, 225 staff members,